Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Delana. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my uploads. Today I'll be sharing a collective haul, so let's get into it. My birthday was almost a week ago and I wanted to take the time out to do a little collective haul with you all. I did take a 48-hour getaway trip with my husband to Miami, and I mainly went there looking to secure an item from Chanel. And based on the title of this video and maybe even the thumbnail, you all see that we do have a Chanel unboxing in this video. However, I do want to start out with the miscellaneous items that I've picked up. I picked up a couple of fragrances, and then I'll show you everything I picked up while we were in Miami. So the first fragrance that I did pick up in the month of September is a fragrance from Dossier, and it is the Of the Hour scent from Aaliyah's Face. So I did see her post about this fragrance coming out, and I was like, you know what, I want to pick it up. So I did order it on the day that it launched. So this particular fragrance has top notes of almond, coconut, pink pepper, camille, bergamot, middle notes of orange flower, white flowers, white woods, cedar wood, and then the base notes are suede, vanilla, tonka bean. So she has another fragrance that came out, but when I was deciding if I wanted both or if I just wanted one thing I've noticed is that I don't have a lot of nighttime fragrances. So I was like, you know what, I actually want to pick up the scent that's more for evening time. So this is what the box looks like when you open it. And then here is the packaging. The packaging is super duper simple, but she did do this I think it's kind of slightly rose gold maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think it has a rose gold tint to it at the top, but super duper simple bottle. I think this was $49, $50, so really affordable. And obviously I just wanted to support her. I've been watching Aaliyah's Face for a really long time, and I was like, you know what, I want to pick up something that she's come out with. So this particular scent is not something I would normally go for. Y'all know I'm more of a girly girl with the scents, more feminine scents. This one I feel like it's a spicy scent. It's something that definitely is perfect for nighttime, and obviously I can soften it up by mixing it with some of my more feminine scents. But this one is pretty strong. I do feel like this is kind of a unisex scent. I feel like this is something that I definitely can have my hubby wear and he would probably enjoy it. But overall, I think it's a great scent. I have not actually wore it out for real. I just sprayed it on me the day that it came in because I was trying to get a vibe for it, and definitely after sitting on my skin for a while, it's more of a spicy scent on me. And I'm not sure what exactly is, I don't know if it's the mix of cedar wood and bergamot, I don't know, or the suede. Something gives me that spice, so I'm excited about it, and I'm definitely planning on pairing it with some of my other fragrances. If you did pick this up, let me know down below if you've layered it with anything. I'm definitely thinking it could be layered with a vanilla scent. It's possible maybe even something maybe with rose potentially. I will have to see, but definitely vanilla. I feel like because it's a warm scent, warm spicy, I feel like you can definitely do that. So I just got to figure out how I'm gonna wear this, but again, I wanted to pick this up, and it looks like she did sell out I think in a day or two, something like that. And then I believe they were going to be releasing it again, but when I last looked on the site, it says choose the option for an alert to get notified when it's restocked. So if you're still looking for this, probably watch Dossier's page or Aaliyah's Face page to see when they're going to make it available again. So then the second scent that I did pick up is from Marc Jacobs. This is the Perfect Scent, the absolute version. So I have had the original, I've had the, I want to say it was probably the intense version, and I really loved that one. And then I got the travel size of this one, and then I was like, you know what, I really like this. I need to just go ahead and order the full size. Offhand, I believe it does have caramel. I believe it has jasmine in it. I believe it's amber. It's several different, scents in here. So it's definitely one that I would say is good for, fall, winter. It's definitely a beautiful scent. So I'll populate the exact notes on the screen for y'all just so you can check it out, and then let me open it so we can see the bottle. I love the color of the packaging. This color is so popular for the fall. And I did pick this up from Nordstrom because they were having like a little like 15% off beauty sale. And then I had a couple of Nordstrom notes that I wanted to use. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and grab it. So just bringing it up so y'all can see the packaging. It's really pretty, actually. I really like this, and this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna put this in my little, you know, spot where I keep all my like rotation of fragrances in my bedroom. This is definitely one I'm gonna start wearing very, very soon. Again, I bought the travel size, so I'm gonna probably use that up first. But because I just like how this looks and it kind of just ties into fall, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and set this up on my vanity. So moving on to what we picked up in Miami. So I actually was only in Miami for like less than 48 hours. I really just went there because I wanted to go to Chanel. I knew they were having a new collection launching that particular weekend, and I was like, you know what, I gotta go. I need to see if I can find my Chanel vanity bag, okay? So I was like, let's go ahead and just go a quick trip. You know, Miami's always a good time, but it's not a place, because I've been there so many times, it's not a place I have to stay at too long. Once I, you know, walk around, you know, enjoy the downtown area. We always stay in Brickell at this point. I'm really not like a South Beach girly anymore. That's something I did when I was a lot younger. Now I like staying in Brickell, like being downtown, you know, like being able to walk places and just easily get to stores and shopping and things like that. So while we were there, I did do some shopping. I definitely did go to Chanel, but we'll wait for that. But I want to show y'all the first things I did pick up. So I went to Sephora. So I knew that I wanted to go in there because I wanted to pick up the new Makeup by Mario foundation, and I absolutely found it. So I got the color 22C. This is the new Makeup by Mario Natural Finish Foundation. So I've been wanting to try his foundation, but I knew the original version was not going to be for me. Y'all know I am oily, and I cannot with the foundations that are going to have me looking like, you know, I've been outside sweating for hours right away. Like, I can't do that. I need a foundation that is either matte or, again, like a natural satin finish. So I was super excited to try this. I did try on this shade in 23O. This is definitely the better match. The gal that I was kind of working with in the store, she was like, yeah, the 23O looked a little too yellow. So this one definitely looked to be the better match for me. Then I also picked up the new Charlotte Tilbury matte setting spray. Let's see, what's the official name? Airbrush setting spray matte blur. So it's supposed to matte, smooth, and set all day. So I got the travel size because I was like, y'all, I really don't need any more setting sprays. I have so many setting sprays. I'm looking right now, and I have the original Charlotte Tilbury. I have 2 bottles of the Morphe. I have the Milk setting spray. I have the One Size setting spray. Like, I have so many setting sprays. So did I really need this? No, but I was like, you know what? I want to try this. I want to see what it gives, especially like maybe pairing it with this new foundation, since this is not technically a matte foundation. I just kind of want to see, you know, what it gives. And then the other thing that I picked up, and they did give me a bunch of like samples, y'all. Like Fenty Skin, oh, some Butter Drop, the Body Milk. So they gave me a bunch of samples in the store, which was really nice. The other thing that I went in there to try to find was the Huda Beauty Lip Contour Stain. I got it in the color Rich Brown. Now, this is another thing I really didn't need. Y'all, I don't need any more lip liners, but I really wanted to try this out. I haven't used it yet, so if you have tried this, let me know your thoughts on it. Again, this is something that I've just had in my mind, like, I want to try this out. I might like this. Let's see how it is. And I was like, you know what, let me just pick it up. It is $25, and I've seen some mixed reviews on this, y'all. Like, I've seen people like, you know what, it's not working, or stopped working after a couple uses. So listen, if this doesn't work all that well, or if something seems wrong with it, it's going back, okay? Because I don't really need it, right? I don't really need it, but I just wanted to try it out. And then I got the little birthday gift from them. So this is the Laneige birthday gift, which has a lip sleeping mask in it. It has a, what looks like a moisturizer, and what's this other thing? Toner. Okay, so a toner and moisturizer, a cream moisturizer, and then the lip sleeping mask. I've never had anything from Laneige, so I'm definitely excited to see how this is. A lot of people like Laneige products, and I'm just like, I've never really cared to try it. So I'm gonna try out that lip sleeping mask. Maybe it'll be worth it to me to get a full size. We'll see. And moving on to the luxury items I picked up while I was in Miami. So I picked up an item from Saint Laurent, and then I also picked up an item from Chanel. So let's start with Saint Laurent. So I do have finally their new packaging, which is this white with sort of the black logo on there. And here is the item. It's small. And this, I believe, is just like my receipt. Yep, my receipt for the item. And it comes in this packaging. I'm just bringing it up really closely. Now, while I was in Saint Laurent, I did take a look at their vanity bag. I'll try to pop up some footage so y'all can see it. It was in this beautiful like green color. It's almost like a matcha green, super pretty. And I really like that. I can't lie, y'all. I really like that, but I was like, I don't need that. I'm not trying to pick up 2 bags. Like, y'all know I'm already struggling to use the bags I have. So I'm like, you know what? Girl, you already picked up a bag at this point. No, but I'm still thinking about it, y'all, and I wanted to see it in another color they have. It's like an olive color, a very deep olive, and they did not have that in stores. So that was sort of another reason why I was like, I'll have to think about it. Maybe this is something I'll put on my like Christmas wish list. But it was a very beautiful bag. I really liked it. And then I asked them like, hey, let me see some of your SLGs. Now, y'all know I love Saint Laurent SLGs. I have 2 card holders from them already that I love. I get a lot of use out of those. But I was like, let me just see what new you got, what kind of colors you have. And I fell in love with this item. So let's just open her up. And again, I do like this new packaging. It's still very simple, but it's really pretty. And then when you open it up here, you just can see there. And then the dust bag has changed as well. The dust bag used to be black, so I like the dust bag. It's kind of more like a cream color. Really, really cute. And the item I picked up is this YSL patent leather. If it'll come out. If it'll come out, y'all. This patent leather card holder. I'm just gonna show it all around to you all, and y'all know how much I love patent leather. I just told y'all this color is like the color for fall. It was probably the color for fall last year as well, but this like just very deep burgundy. I'm obsessed with this, and I just love the patent leather. Y'all know my obsession with patent leather, so getting this, I was like, you know what? This is gonna definitely feed, you know, sort of that obsession that I have, and I haven't found any other patent leather bag specifically that I want, but I just love patent leather. So this is super cute. I'm actually gonna switch over my cards into this probably today. Now, one thing I've told y'all about YSL card holders, they can be a little stiff, so you just have to like break them in. You gotta use them. You need to add in your cards. Try to add in a little extra in the beginning just to stretch it out. But yeah, I love it so much, y'all. This color is so stunning. They need to do more bags in this color. Like, I feel like YSL has a lot of bags that are like burgundy, but they need to do it with the burgundy, this deep burgundy or Bordeaux, or however you want to call it. This color, they need to do it with patent leather. They need to bring out some of that this fall, which, I mean, I know they've come out with the recent collection, and I don't think I noticed any bags that were this color that were patent leather as well, but they need to definitely add a few more to their collection, because this color, y'all, is so stunning. So definitely let me know down below what you all think of this. I'm really excited for it. Like I said, I'm gonna probably switch out and put my items in here today because I love it. So really excited to have this new piece. I didn't really need any SLGs, y'all, but this color, it just got me, and that's why I had to pick it up. So moving on to the final item that I picked up in Miami, and it is coming from Chanel. So as I told you all in the beginning of this video, I definitely went to Miami with the plans of shopping. I made an appointment to go to Chanel at the Miami Design District. That is where I got my black cocoa handle from. My pink bag, I did get that one from Bal Harbour, but I knew I wanted to go back to the Design District because I just had a feeling that they were going to have a pretty good amount of items, especially items that came in for the new collection. I'm not sure if the collection came out on that Friday. I was in the store Friday, September 19th, and when we walked up, it was already a line, y'all. Like a few minutes before opening, it was a line. So I don't know if the line came out a couple days early or if it officially dropped on the 19th. Nonetheless, I was there. I was in line. Like I said, I made an appointment, so I got right in and immediately was being serviced. So when I walked into the store, I did tell the sales associate that I was looking at mini bags. I was looking at, you know, vanity bags, and, you know, kind of wanting to see the new collection. So I'm going to include some footage for you all to see some of the bags that I got a chance to see. I got a chance to see sort of that new vanity bag, and it's this beautiful matcha green color. I really like that. There's this other bag I got to see in a green color as well. And then I got to see a few different vanities. Now, the video footage that I'm probably showing you at this moment does not capture some of the vanities that he brought out initially, because they do have a new vanity style bag that's a little bit bigger. And I want to say, I don't know if they're considering that caviar. It's a different leather. It's not lambskin. and it doesn't look like the standard caviar, or maybe it is. It's just like more quilt, like the quilting isn't, it's not the standard quilting. So I'll try to populate a picture of the bag that I'm talking about. I can probably find it on their website. But when I was on the website looking a few days before the trip, I'm like, okay, I can see the new items that are coming. So I already kind of had an idea of what I was looking for. However, you all know, and I've showed you the picture of the particular Chanel vanity that I've been wanting to secure. I've showed you all that before. It's the very standard option with the light gold hardware, and that is what I had in my mind that I wanted. Now, going into the store, I wasn't sure I was gonna find that. Again, Chanel is not just like, you know, YSL Dior, you know, I can go online, I can pick it up easy, it's not gonna be a big deal. Chanel is just very different, and I do feel like a lot of their handbags that are at a more fair price point, so kind of like that under 4K range, a lot of those bags are hard to get because a lot of people are going in there to get those bags because they're the more affordable option, and they're probably, you know, just stylish, cute. Again, probably mini bags or micro bags that you can take any and everywhere, you know. So they're very popular. So I didn't know what I was gonna find, y'all. And when he brought the first batch of bags out, I was like, yeah, no, this isn't exactly what I want. Can you show me if you have any other vanities? And that is when he brought out these vanities that you're probably seeing right now. He brought out several different color options, and it was exactly what I was looking for. Now, after all of that, let's go ahead and unbox it, and then we can talk some more. So let's take the packaging off. I have not touched this since I got back home last week. So let's see. And inside I have my receipt, of course. And then here she is in her packaging. And let's open her up, y'all, because when I say I'm excited to see her, I took some video footage so I could go back and look at it in between, you know, opening the item and today. But yes, and just take that off here. All right, y'all. Okay, so here is that packaging, and of course with the vanity bags you definitely get the more like SLG packaging, so not the normal standard dust bag. So this is nice. And then, y'all, if y'all just know how excited I am, like y'all just don't know. And I like how they wrapped it up. They wrapped it up really nice. Let's see. That's so much tissue paper, y'all. Gotta get her open. Okay. So I got the exact vanity bag that I have been wanting for now, feels like a few years, maybe 2 years. The exact one that I wanted, y'all. So black with the light gold, champagne gold hardware. I'm so obsessed, y'all. I'm so obsessed. Y'all just don't know. I had no idea I was gonna get this exact version. I was thinking, okay, maybe I need to go with the new options they have. Maybe I'm gonna have to get a different color. This is the exact version that I wanted, y'all. I wanted it in black because, again, I've told y'all I want sort of like one like really small bag that I can go places with, like to arenas or events. I have something coming up next month that I'll be at a stadium, and I'm like, I need a bag that's small enough that I can get in with it, but still can hold a good amount of my essentials. So y'all, just bringing it up so you can see the details. She is so stunning. Oh my God, y'all. I still cannot believe I got this bag. Like, I cannot believe she is in my collection. And then just open it up so you guys can see, of course, the mirror, and then all the tissue paper, and then of course the little card slots in there. You do have a little lipstick holder. Y'all, she is so pretty. Y'all just do not know, like, the excitement on my face when I saw this come out, because I'm like, you're kidding. You have this exact one that I've been wanting for so long. The exact one? Like, how does this happen? How does this happen? And he's looking at me like, and guess what? It's the last one. Because I was like, oh, do you have another one in the bag? He's like, no, this is the last one in black. So they did have a more like standard burgundy color, and then they had a deep brown color that kind of pulled more like Bordeaux. It was so beautiful. Again, you're gonna see it in the footage that I'm including. Y'all, that one was so stunning. But I was like, Delana, you cannot veer away from like what you were supposed to come up in here and get. Like, you have been wanting this bag for so long. If you don't get this now, what are the chances of you finding this exact one again? This exact one, y'all, because that has been the issue for me, not finding the exact one that I want, meaning this colorway. I did not want the very like traditional yellow gold or antique gold. I didn't want that. I wanted the light gold so I can pair it with any sort of hair hardware. If I'm wearing silver that day, if I'm wearing gold, if I'm wearing all black, whatever. I wanted the versatility of having this light gold, and she is everything. She is everything, y'all. So let me just talk to you about pricing. I'm not gonna lie, this was less than what I thought. So I was thinking that, you know, the Vanities had gone up significantly in pricing. So I was thinking like, okay, my budget is like around 4K. Like that's kind of what, you know, I was talking to my hubby about it. He's like, yeah, it's cool. 4K was sort of my budget. So when I was looking at all the options and then I looked at the price of this, I was thinking this one was gonna be like around 36. Y'all, this one was $32.50. So I was very happy with that. The taxes, the sales tax in Miami is the same as my home tax. So where I live, not in Atlanta, but outside of Atlanta, my tax is 7%. So if I had you know, reached out to an SA and bought it, you know, that way I would have been paying the exact same amount I paid. So the total was $3,477.50. So I'm going to make sure I include the reference number on the screen, just in case you're looking for this exact one, because I know that's the one thing that really helps you with Chanel. If you have a reference number, if you're looking for a specific item, they will easily find it for you that way, or if they have it in stock, y'all. Freddie was my advisor. Last time I worked with a different person and I didn't see her in the store, so she may have been off that day or something like that. But this time I worked with Freddie. He was so nice, y'all. I told him, I'm like, I live in Georgia and sometimes it's just hard to secure the items that I really, really want. So, you know, I'll probably be reaching out to you for future items as well. And he was just really, really great. Literally, as soon as we got back, that following Monday was my birthday. He texted me happy birthday, asked me how everything was, and I'm like, well, I haven't actually opened up the box yet, but I'm sure everything's gonna be great. I fully inspected the bag, y'all, before we left. So like, y'all know me, I'm not buying a bag if I see any kind of like flaws on it. So I definitely took the time out to make sure everything looked as expected, no damage, no scratches. And again, because this was the last one and I wasn't gonna let that, you know, kind of force me into purchasing because it was the last one. I wanted to make sure everything was good to go with it, and it was. It's stunning, and y'all, I'm just so happy to have this. So now you guys don't have to worry about me being like, I'm still trying to get my Vanity. I'm still trying to get my Vanity. I finally got my Vanity. This is also a bag style that I do not have in my collection. Could I see myself having more Vanity bags? Absolutely. Number one, like I told y'all, that YSL one, I really like that one. So I'm keeping that sort of, you know, on my potential Christmas wish list because I really like that. And I just like small bags. I like bags that, you know, I can take with me any and everywhere. I don't really have a real need for big bags on most occasions, so this is great. So let me know what you think of it down below in the comments. I'm so happy, y'all. You just don't know. It's something I've been wanting for a while and I finally have it. So that is my little mini collective haul, what I got for my birthday, what I picked up in Miami, all combined. Those are the items I got. I'm super duper excited for everything. Again, excited for a new year. Year 38 is definitely gonna be top tier. I just know it. So thank you all so much for watching and supporting me. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one.